Hi everyone, this is Julie from Dr. Baker's Optimized Wellness Programs. I just want to show you quickly how to make your fermented veggies, which I will be bringing you a batch at our grocery store tour. So let's go ahead and get started. Come on in close and I will show you what vegetables that we have. Here we have organic red cabbage. When you're picking your vegetables, always make sure that you go with a dark, rich color, because that means there's more antioxidants in there. We have organic carrots, collard greens, broccoli, zucchini, and squash. And as you can see back here, I've already used in my food processor the cabbage and the carrots. So we're gonna just do a couple with you, and then we're gonna get them packed in the jars and show you how to do this. So come on over here, I'm gonna cut some collard greens for you. So when you cut collard greens, there's some carrots on here. What you do is you fold them in half, and then you roll them up, and then you cut ribbons. And then it's easy to put in your food processor. I use a food processor. If you don't have one, you can use a blender or just chop them up on a cutting board. So when you're chopping your collard greens, you literally just do your ribbons. And you hold them tight. I'm just using 2 leaves for this batch. As I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make 7 jars. It says to make as many as you can at first because they last. So that's why I'm cutting so much. So you have your ribbons here, and now you're gonna go crosswise and you're gonna make just some slits. And then I'm going to throw it in my food processor to get those juices flowing. Put my lid on. Take it off. And then I'm going to add it to my plate. The collard greens have a very strong taste, so that's why I'm only using a couple of the leaves. So now we're going to do this again with just the broccoli. Throw it all in, and I'm going to throw the zucchini in there as well. Always make sure that you wash your veggies. Prior, just to make sure that there's no dirt or anything on there. All right, start this now. A couple of them didn't get hit, so I will blend those with my squash. Keep in mind, you can always just use your cutting board. But since I have a food processor, I'm just going to go ahead and use that. We'll throw the rest of it back in there, chop up the squash, and then we'll be ready to put them in the jars. Alright, the squash is all done. So in the directions it says to put these all into a bowl, and you're going to mix your probiotic in there along with some Himalayan salt. What you want is the pink salt. It's not bleached, so it's in its natural state. So I'm gonna move these collard greens over. Bring my bowl over here. I'm gonna dump it all in. Kind of blend it together. It says to use your hands. As you can see, the juices are flowing. So for each quart, which is 4 cups, you want a half a probiotic. So I'm gonna make a batch of 8. So I'm going to be using 4 capsules. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt. There's a half a teaspoon of salt per quart, and I have 2 quarts. So I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. Remember, you spread it around. Can you see in here? All right, you take your probiotic. I'm gonna use 4. And they're just capsules, and you can open them. You just dump it in. 1. 2. You got to kind of twist them. But once your hands are kind of wet, the gel of the capsule kind of melts, so it can be kind of tricky. And then our last one. All right, so mix with your hands, mix it on up, and then we're gonna put this in your bowls, your mason jars. Remember, you always wanna use glass, not plastic. And then we're gonna push these all to the bottom. So I'm just gonna fill them all up. And then you kind of push it down. Add a little bit of water. And then you put a plastic bag and rubber band on top. Because some of the juices may spill out the sides as it's fermenting. And when it ferments, it grows its own natural probiotics, which help your immune system. And it's also another way to get your vegetables for the day. So you will receive these at your grocery store tour. Thank you for joining me. Very easy. Make a big batch so that you don't have to do this every day. All right, you're supposed to eat a half a cup 1 to 3 times a day. So that's your choice. All right, have a good day. Thank you.